Let's go show how to make a controller to make the eyes animate to wherever the controller wants it to point to. To start out with, I'm going to remove the skin from this object, selecting the object, going under rigging for the menu set, skin, unbind skin. I'm going to hide the skeleton, we'll come back to that later. Next, going to remove the glasses, and this might take a little time, have to be delicate. Accessories like this shouldn't be welded to the character. It would be better to parent them to the rig, but this is how Mixmo imported this. It's not so bad. Like here. And I'll be able to get a lot. So on the face level, drawing that, delete, and then repeating this process until the character no longer has glasses. My next task is to remove these eyes and replace them with a new set of eyes that can then be animated using a controller. I removed the glasses by selecting the faces of the glasses and just pressing delete. Here I need to open up the eyes, so this way I could put spheres behind here that can then be animated. I'm going to turn off soft selection and click on this face, shift, double click here, and press delete. Shift, double click, delete, and just open up this space. I'm going to save this. Time to create the new eyes. Make a simple sphere. Lift it up towards the area. Apply new texture to it. Increase the ambient color. Name it eye. I'm going to duplicate this. And you could apply a texture map to this sphere for coloring the eye. So assign new material. I'm going to flatten this out. Take a look at it in 3D space, make sure they're close to one another. And push it in. Your choice, you might want to combine it into one object, use a texture map. If it's separate objects, I can always expand and contract this. I'm going to duplicate this again. And make this one smaller and assign new material. For this project, I'm going to combine things. Pushing in like that. Selecting all three, going under Mesh Combine. So back to modeling status, Mesh Combine. Going to put it in the character's head. Easier to do from a top viewport. Top, side. Now I could go back to my perspective viewport. And scale this up. And fit it inside. I'll I'll rename this from I3 to I right. I'll duplicate this and name this one I left. I'll delete the history on both. Now this character is ready to have a controller attached to animate the position of the eyes. To do that, I'm going to create a new box right there. You can create splines to do this task, and that's a great way to go. When you're starting out, and depending upon the type of rig, this might be a good object because you can move it in 3D space and just manipulate it like this and see it in the scene. So remember, our goal also is to get this into a game engine, so taking some of that future use into consideration. I'm going to call this I cube, not I333, just I and it's a cube. Line it up from the top viewport, front viewport, side viewport. Put it at eye level. Switch the modeling space to animation. With the box selected, select one of the eyes. And then, under the animation menu set, go to Constrain, Aim. Oh no, eye disappeared. Well, that's okay. You see it's there somewhere. Right, you can see that moving? Selecting the eye, under the attribute editor, go under eye left aim constraint, or whatever the name of the mesh is, and the constraint. You'll find an offset. I'm going to offset the rotation to 90 degrees. Cool. Now we've got one eye going. What about the other one? Let me hit undo to reset it. Selecting the same box. Shift click on that other eye. Same pattern, animation menu set. Constrain, aim. And selecting the eye under the attribute editor. Let me type in 90 degrees for this one. Now it doesn't have to be 90 degrees. If you think the eyes are being a little cross-eyed, maybe I'll select this one, and instead of 90, I'll go down to 80. To animate this, just increase your timeline. At this frame, I put a keyframe, move forward in time, and now wherever the box moves, the character will look at it. And that's how you animate eyes. Combining all this, you'll have blend shapes to animate expressions. You'll have this aim to make the character look at an object. Add that up with the time editor to apply motions, and then baking those motions to the rig, so then you can use a control rig or manually move the hand towards an object or make the person wave. These are the steps that will allow you to freely animate your character.